Okay, let's talk about a material that's so vital to our world, it's practically invisible. We're talking about an ancient metal that is quietly but absolutely shaping our future.
I mean, think about it. It's the wiring that's powering your home right now. It's a key part of your smartphone. It's even a vital nutrient that keeps you healthy. It really is everywhere and in everything.
But the thing is, this common reddish-brown metal has a story filled with some truly fascinating details, hidden powers, and a future that's way more critical than you might think.
To really get it, we've got to go back. I mean, way back. Copper's story starts at the very dawn of human civilization.
See, unlike most other metals that are locked away in ore, early humans could literally find nuggets of pure copper just lying around. And that, right there, was a total game changer.
For the first time, people could shape a material into tools and ornaments and weapons without needing some huge technological breakthrough. This was it. This was humanity's first big step out of the Stone Age.
You know, even its name tells a story. The Romans, they mined a ton of it on the island of Cyprus, so they called it As Cyprium, which just means the metal of Cyprus. Over centuries, that name morphed into cuprum, which is why its chemical symbol is Cu, and eventually we got our word copper.
So, okay, it's got this super deep history, but what makes it so special today? Well, it turns out copper has a unique set of properties that are nothing short of superpowers. We're going to look at 4 of its most important traits: its incredible ability to conduct energy, just how versatile it is, its durability, and, this is a cool one, its surprising ability to fight off germs.
First up, conductivity. This is copper's most famous quality, for sure. Electrons can just flow right through it with incredible efficiency, which means very little energy gets lost as heat, and that goes for both electricity and thermal energy.
And this property is exactly why it's the backbone of our electrical world, from massive power grid cables to the tiny circuits in your phone. It's also why high-end pots and pans have copper bottoms, right, to spread the heat quickly and evenly.
Next up, it's both ductile and malleable. Now, those are just fancy words for saying you can basically do anything you want with it. You could pull it into incredibly thin wires, and you can hammer it into flat sheets. This is what makes it so unbelievably versatile for manufacturing.
All right, now here's a superpower you might not know about. Copper is naturally antimicrobial. Its surface actively destroys bacteria, viruses, and fungi on contact. Pretty wild, huh? This makes it perfect for things like doorknobs or medical equipment in hospitals. And it's not just useful on the outside, it's absolutely essential on the inside. You actually need about 900 micrograms of it every single day. It helps with things like forming red blood cells and keeping your immune system healthy.
Its chemistry is so consistent, you can even see it in action at home. This is a simple little setup for copper plating, where electricity is used to deposit a super thin layer of copper onto another metal object. It's a perfect visual of its chemistry at work.
So we've looked at its past, and we've seen its present. But this ancient metal, well, it just might be the most critical material for our future.
Look at this list. Every single one of these green energy technologies is completely dependent on copper. From generating power, to storing it, to moving it around, copper is the one common thread that makes it all possible.
Just to put it in perspective, a single electric car can have up to 80 kilograms of copper inside it. That's more than double the amount you'd find in a normal gas-powered car.
And of course, when you multiply that across millions of cars and wind turbines and solar panels, you get this. Global demand for copper is projected to jump by a whopping 40% by the year 2040.
So, this massive spike in demand leads us straight into a huge global challenge. It's a simple question of supply and demand, really, but the future of our green transition is kind of hanging in the balance. And this is the crucial question that governments and industries all over the world are asking. Can we actually find and produce enough copper to build the green future that we say we want? The situation is so critical that the UN's Trade and Development Body, UNCTAD, has given copper a new name. They're calling it the new strategic raw material. That puts it on the same level of importance as other resources that literally define geopolitical power. Now, the world's known copper reserves aren't exactly spread out evenly. Over half of them are concentrated in just 5 countries. This creates a really fragile and potentially volatile supply chain that our entire green transition depends on.
We can't just rely on digging new mines. A huge part of the solution has to be the circular economy. Get this.
In 2023 alone, about 1 out of every 5 tons of refined copper came from recycled sources. Reducing, reusing, and especially recycling, it's all going to be absolutely essential to meet the demand of the future.
So, when you think about it, copper has taken us from the Stone Age all the way to the modern age. And now, this unassuming, unseen hero holds the key to our sustainable future. The question isn't really if we need it anymore, it's how we're going to get enough of it. And the answer to that question is going to define the next chapter of our story.